we are activating our soul confidence, our confidence. And what is that? That's connected to our solar plexus. We really need to talk about this. This is a big topic because this is really connected to your soul power. Your soul power is connected to your willpower, your ability to connect to your personal power, the solar plexus. It's really very, very important around connecting to your inner peace, about manifesting your queen confidence. Like, this is one of the biggest chakras that I had to heal on my journey. It's a powerful energy center located in the area above your navel and below your rib cage. So you probably can't see me, but that little space, okay, above your belly button and below your rib cage. So it's below the heart chakra, which is right in the center of the rib cage. And it plays a really vital role in our emotional, our spiritual well-being, okay? Especially because it's connected to our personal power, our connection to our deepest self, our identity, our self-esteem, our confidence. When this chakra is balanced and activated, we feel a strong sense of empowerment, assertiveness. We can make decisions quickly and easily, and it's not, this indecisive back and forth. Oh my gosh, I was there for it feels like half my life. So I do very well know what that feels like very intimately. And also when it's balanced, you have the ability to take action easily. And so it really allows us to navigate challenges, make better decisions, like I said, with clarity and conviction. And if you notice how I speak, and I didn't always speak like this, and this is something that I want you to know is people think that when they meet me that they're like, oh, this is how Zarina is. And it's like, no, I was not like this at all. I could never show up on camera. I was so terrified to post anything, to share myself, to share my true belief systems, to share my, my thoughts. No, never, never, never. You are seeing somebody that has, a version of me that has gone through so many iterations of transformation after transformation, of clearing blockages, lots of karmic stuff, and especially ancestral clearings I had to do. And so that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. A balanced solar plexus chakra means that you feel emotionally stable, right? Emotional stability. You feel emotional stability if you have a balanced solar plexus. Self-acceptance, inner peace. It helps you manage stress better, anxiety and fear. So that doesn't mean that you're you never experience fear or stress or anxiety. It just means that you've got a clarity about it, meaning it doesn't throw you out of balance. You don't your life doesn't fall apart because of it, or things get missed because of it. You might just an area to notice and observe, and then do a clearing, do a practice, and that's personal to me. But it really allows you to respond to life. And that's what I mean. You're more in a response versus reaction whenever these types of things show up, like stress, anxiety, fear. You're not reacting to life. You're not in survival anymore. And that was a big part of my journey. I was in survival for so long. It's crazy. And if you have a balanced solar plexus, you feel you're very resilient and you have a very deep sense of calmness, in your nervous system. So it's also connected to your gut instinct, your intuition, your inner guidance. And so when this chakra is open and flowing and receiving light, we are more attuned, we're more instinctual, we're able to trust our inner wisdom. It supports us making choices that align with our authentic self, right? Our highest self, for our highest good. And it really influences our sense of identity, our purpose. And so it really governs our personal beliefs, our values, our goals, shaping our individuality, helping us understand our unique place in the world, right? And we all have a unique place in the world. We all have a unique self-expression. We all have a unique, I call it an emotional signature, where, it's your energetic signature. It's your mission. It's your mission. It's your purpose to express the divinity that flows through you, your infinite nature, versus just this human name Zarina, it's so limiting. And and we get caught up in all of these things and feelings, and we start to identify with those things. And then, of course, the solar plexus gets wrapped up in a ball of that information. And so it's time to transform that. So it really, again, governs your value system, your understanding of who you are and why you're here, your expression, your ability to free flow and to express, to not hide, to stop hiding. Stop hiding. Please stop hiding. That was a big part of my journey too. And, a balanced solar plexus, your third chakra. This is your third chakra, aka solar plexus, aka third soul house. We'll talk about that soon. So it's connected with your life's purpose, your passion, and expressing your authentic self, which I said. But it also brings forth your willpower, which I mentioned, like your willpower to choose healthy choices. Your willpower to decide, and we've all been there. There's a fork in the road and you're like, ooh, I could go down that path, but I know where that leads, more self-doubt, more addiction, more whatever, bad, negative behavior patterns, that whatever it is, addictive to negative patterns. Or we can choose this route for the first time ever and make a massive transformation right now. It's like you get these moments and they come so quickly, but it's that willpower to choose that just helps you decide, am I going to meditate or am I going to go scroll on my phone, for the next hour like I usually do? Like that's willpower to shift your entire trajectory of where you want to go and what you're choosing. So anyway, it also is deeply connected to your ability to manifest your desires, right? It provides motivation, determination, perseverance, because it's connected to your personal power. So of course, your personal power is such a big conversation, we could be here for hours. So it's just really required to pursue your long-term dreams and goals for your life, whatever that is for you. And when this chakra is balanced, we're better equipped, right? We're better equipped to overcome obstacles, to respond to life, to create abundance in all areas. So this chakra, I had to focus on first. I didn't start with no other chakra, not the root, not the crown, not the heart even. It was my solar plexus. And the reason why is because when I was waking up or becoming aware of that, I was also a chakra system, and I was also this multidimensional, this soul, this heart, this mind, this body, energy, all of these different parts of me. My solar plexus, I'm just going to say it straight. If this sounds crazy or not, it doesn't matter. My solar plexus was literally like pounding like a heart in my body, like it was intense. And it was very uncomfortable, and it would happen. It felt like it was destroying my life, like literally. Every time I was speaking to people in groups, even if it was just like a couple people, like 3 people or 4, it was just like my solar plexus, boom, 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 boom. Or if I was presenting at work, or I had a job interview, every time I was talking to a guy I was super attracted to, I was just, my whole solar plexus would feel like it was just throbbing and it was pounding in my stomach. And yeah, when I was even just trying to do my new job, my dream job, I got hired at my dream job, which at the time it's not my dream job now, obviously. This is my dream job. But at the time, what I thought was my dream job was this program advisor coaching multimillionaires for this, this business coaching program. So even in that job, full anxiety. Like it wasn't that I had a choice. It was that it was literally taking over my body. It was pounding in my solar plexus in this area. And I didn't even, at the time, before this all started, I had no idea about the chakra system. I had to learn about this and then do energy work and then discover, even like 2 years later, about what I'm going to teach you today. So it was quite a journey, an intense one, in fact. And so I ended up getting fired from that job. They said to me, they're like, you're not who you were in the interview. And I was like, dude, I get it. Like, my solar plexus is vibrating. It's pounding. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell them that. And nobody could, you don't talk like this at corporate jobs or whatever. And, people get fired all the time for anxiety, and you can't explain it. Nobody understands. Why is this happening? So I knew that there was a lot of blockages in this solar plexus, in this chakra. And I had enough. Like, enough was enough because it was literally taking over my life. and I also trusted that everything happened for a reason. I knew that it was working out for me. And, I cried about that, of course, and moved on. But I literally stopped everything. I said, this is enough. I need to go inwards. I need to start clearing these blockages, because for like 10 years prior, I was manifesting all these cool things, all these amazing things that I wanted. Well, I thought I wanted. And it was just disappearing and disappearing and disappearing and disappearing, whether that was 6 figures in business or money or, even loving relationships, like all of it, it didn't matter. And I was always left with feeling insecure, unhealthy, like my body was shutting down, like all of that. And I just said, that's enough. Like, I know I'm doing something right because the things are manifesting, but there's something missing, right? And so that's where today comes in, these Tao soul practices, these soul healing practices, which is quantum healing. Same thing, just different names. And some people resonate with different, if you're more scientific, you want to know this is a quantum healing practice. And so I started to do these clearing practices to unblock the energy and information, along with many other karma clearing practices that I teach, because these are ancient 5,000 plus year old practices, like literally grand Tao master teachers use to channel and maintain a high vibration. And, when I heard these practices were helping people with like cancer and all these intense physical things, I walked in and I was like, oh, I can heal this. If they can heal that, I can heal this. Let's go, and I put all of my heart into it. In ancient Chinese wisdom and ancient Chinese practice and medicine, the first chakra is the first soul house of your enlightenment journey, your soul journey, right? And then the second soul house, which is the sacral chakra, is the second stage of enlightenment. The third soul house is where your soul sits. So these are soul houses where your soul sits as you enlighten, as you transform, as you wake up, as you grow, as you clear blockages, as you become more of that pure soul that you have always been, without all of this stuff in the way, right? So your soul reaches this level. Like, let's say you go from the first soul house to the second soul house, your soul becomes more and more enlightened. You go to the third soul house, your soul reaches this level and it's made real progress because it knows the next level is enlightenment. When your soul is sitting in your heart, that's where your soul resides. That you've reached enlightenment. And the rest is obviously higher and higher levels of enlightenment, and the highest is like divine being, like you've become a Buddha, right? So remember the 5 power techniques: soul power, mind power, sound power, body power, breath power. And when you combine all of those powers into one practice, it creates a quantum effect, and it literally ripples out because you exist in all these dimensions. So your manifesting powers also exist in all these dimensions. Your healing powers also exist in all these dimensions. So of course we need to connect with ourselves in a multidimensional way, right? Not just one, right? Not just mind power or not just sound power. The soul power is basically when I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead that. You'll repeat after me. It's when you activate the field and direct the soul of your chakra. So because each chakra has its own consciousness, right? Everything carries soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter. Everything in the universe. This is quantum physics. It's not Zarina's beliefs. It's quantum physics. Everything carries quantum information, which is soul, heart, which is resonance, mind, which is consciousness, energy, and matter. And so soul power is when we give love, and we give love to all of the outer souls meaning stars, planets, galaxies, divine beings, the universe. And then we direct it we ask it, of course, to bless our solar plexus, help us, because we're calling a higher dimension to support a lower dimension, which is our physical, mental, emotional in our solar plexus. All the information, the quantum information in our solar plexus. And if this is like, what is she saying? Don't worry. You don't need to know. Honestly, when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. And I didn't care because I heard the results and I was like, whatever. I don't need to know the science. I just need to do this practice. And that's how it should be. So don't worry. So that's soul power. Mind power is what you visualize, your ability to imagine. So that's deeply connected to your inner child, that part of you that is pure, that just like loves fantasy and like loves to imagine. We want to activate her. We want to bring her here. We want to allow her permission to play in the field of consciousness, which is your mind power. Sound power is mantras. We use, or sounds, which is the same. We use them to vibrate out infinitely. So the sound, when you open your mouth, people don't realize like, sound is the vibration that literally created the physical dimension. Like it literally creates all of the universe. So sound is very important. The words you speak, all of that. We talked about that in other trainings, but today we're going to talk, I'm just telling you about what sound power is during this practice. It vibrates out infinitely and vibrates within infinitely. And that might be a mind bender, but don't worry. So within infinitely, because there's infinite space within you and there's infinite space externally. So people don't realize this, there's infinite space going within. But anyway, that's a teaching for another time. So body power is where you put your hands, is where you get the healing. Okay, there's two different hand positions you can choose from today. One is the yin yang hand position, which we've done. And that's you just grab your left thumb, fold over. You're grabbing it about like 60%, 70%. You're not squeezing it. You're not like so loose. You're kind of just like, I got you. And then you put your hand over. You just kind of fold it wherever it falls and just close it because you're closing up the yin yang energy. And then you can place it above your navel, just above your navel. Okay, and you're just going to rest it there. That's where, around the area where your solar plexus is, right? It's above your navel, between your rib cage and your belly button. So that's one way you can do this. Whatever feels aligned, that's one. Or two, your left or right hand, whichever one feels natural, right below your rib cage, and then one on your womb. So it doesn't matter which hand, left or right, whatever's natural for you, but you're not putting it on your heart, not up here. You're putting it right below your heart, okay, under your rib cage. So like the sternum area, the base of the sternum area. Okay, and then one on your womb. Personally, to me, that one just feels better for me personally, because I feel like I can connect better with the solar plexus. So breath power is breathing deeply, okay? Just breathe deeply all the way down. So just practice breathing deeply down into your root, okay? You're breathing, you want this breath, just imagine it's reaching all the way down to your root. Right? You're filling up your belly, not your rib cage. You don't want to go, not like lifting your rib cage, is really going down into your belly. In through your nose and out through your mouth, okay? I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to begin, because I want you to see the visualization that we're going to be doing. 1 second. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. And just listen to the mantra.
Hong.
So you see the breath is coming in, going down to the root, spinning and coming
Hong.
up. And expanding in your solar plexus.
Hong. Hong.
Okay, so you get the gist. So that is the visualization. That is the sound mantra that we're going to be doing, which is Hong. Hong. It's an ancient sound, right? It's about what's the sound that vibrates in the solar plexus. So that's why it's important. So let's begin closing your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Keeping your eyes closed and placing your hands, one on your solar plexus, one on your womb, or in the yin yang hand position, whichever feels natural. And just connect. Take some deep breaths in and out. And imagine, just pretend that there's that beautiful golden ball of light in your solar plexus. And your hand is connecting with that now. Breathing deeply is the key. And repeat after me. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my third chakra and soul house, I love you. I honor you. I appreciate you. You have the power to heal and rejuvenate yourself. You have the power to transform and align yourself. Do a good job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in. Dear Divine, dear Source, Creator of all that is, dear all the divine beings that love me unconditionally, and feel free to call in any divine being you feel connected to now. And dear the sun, the moon, dear Mother Earth, and infinite planets, stars, galaxies, and universes. I love you. I honor you. And I appreciate you all. Please bless my solar plexus and transform all negative information into positive information and flow. I cannot thank you enough. Take a deep breath in, visualizing that golden ball of light shining in and around your solar plexus. And now we're going to visualize as we breathe in to say the mantra Hong as long as we can. We're going to imagine that the breath is bringing in the golden light into our root chakra and expanding it in our solar plexus. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Hang. Inhale light. Hang. Inhale light. Hang. Inhale light. Hang. Inhale light. Hang. Inhale light and repeat it 3 times faster. Hang, hang, hang. Inhale light. 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 Hang, hang, hang. And relax. I'm going to offer you all a Tao light blessing for your solar plexus. Just receive dear my Tao hands and all my Tao light treasures, my Kuan Yin love treasure, my Kuan Yin mercy treasure, please turn on, please activate, radiate, shine, and vibrate into all souls here live and on the recording for their solar plexus as appropriate for them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings start. Hong Ya. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, Hong Ya, yo. a soul light song blessing. Please activate. Start. Take a deep breath in and out. Receive, receive, receive. Integrate. And we bring our hands to prayer position. We give our greatest gratitude to our own soul, heart, mind, and body for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for receiving. Thank you to our solar plexus. Thank you to all divine beings that supported us. Thank you to the divine, the source, the creator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And we say gong sang, gong sang, gong sang, which just means in Mandarin, we're offering spiritual courtesy and saying thank you for being here. Please respectfully return to where you came.